Bless up, y'all. How's it going? This is King Kevin in the building, baby. Just here relaxing, chilling, and doing a part 2 of Dating in Atlanta is a Zoo. Actually, the video that's playing in my background is part 1 that I did in February of 2000, actually my birthday, February 7th, 2019, 9 months ago. But actually, today makes it December 3rd, and I'm doing this part 2. So, hopefully you guys like what I have to say. I want to address some of the things, some of the comments people made on YouTube and Facebook, Twitter. I mean, this video actually went viral. I think I got about 25,000 views on it, 25,000, something like that. I lost count. But those who didn't hear it before.
Black men are scared of a good black woman. When I made this video, I made it with that in mind because, you know, so many men just don't want a good woman because they're raised up in a single home. So when they see a woman actually showing that love and affection that they actually want and want to build with, many of us just run.
With that being said, let's get on with the video. I just want to make sure that I played a little something. I'm going to go ahead and just pause it completely so I can focus on what's happening. Now, I had 573,000 views, 223 comments, and 372 likes. So shout out to everybody who watched this video, who shared it, who commented, whether it was positive or negative. I definitely appreciate it. I don't take it lightly that, you know, people this really resonated well with a lot of people, and I get some good knowledge on it. So thank you all for that again. And so I want to start with this. One of the comments on the YouTube was the fact that why am I just talking about women and not about the guys? Clearly they didn't hear the whole video, because when you go up until this right here is what, 17 minutes, I'm clearly talking about guys, you know. So I spent a good 3-4 minutes talking about the issues as black men that we have dating in Atlanta. Now in Atlanta, I've got the impression that people think that Atlanta is a horrible place to be at. Look, I've been here a year and a half, right? A little over a year and a half, and I've been having a great time, you know, career-wise, business-wise, socially, business of pleasure. I'm having a great time because I came here with the plan. In this video, part 1, dating in Atlanta is a zoo, or dating in Atlanta is crazy, whichever one you want to call it. It is a treasure hunt when it comes to finding that perfect person, because there's so many opportunities, so many options. So if you come here without a game plan that you already been working on, not just coming here and boom, I'm gonna start fresh. No, you coming in hot, you know, so to speak. That's like a phrase when people in fighting in battles, they coming in hot, meaning they coming in shooting, or they coming in running, the people behind them shooting. Either way, already have your things in action. Don't wait to come here and think that, oh, everything's gonna be peaches and cream. You know, this is the city of peaches. There's a lot of beautiful, gorgeous black women, Hispanic, white, all types of beautiful women here. Don't get it twisted. I mean, all shapes and sizes. But when you come here, you know, as a black man or whatever race you're from, you have to make sure that you have your intentions made clear, you know, when you're dating, because you're going to find women that are gold diggers, as I mentioned in part 1. You're going to have women that are very supportive, women that are very confident, women that have everything going for themselves, the houses, the cars, the businesses. They already have children already, and they just need a man to come in and fit that picture perfect painting that they're looking for. So all they need is a man. So they're fighting to give space to a man, but truth be told, they don't have space for a man. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest issues that I had in Atlanta when I was dating is the fact that they don't want to make space for you. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got your own, especially if you have your own things going on, you might as well just don't even share everything you got going on, because a woman that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's boss, is she a boss chick, what they call it, or boss queen, whatever phrase they use today, she's gonna see you as a threat, because she's a lioness, you know, and you're a lion as a man. So she's gonna automatically assume that you're gonna want her help, that you need her help and assistance, support, encouragement, all that, which is taken away from her empire. So instead of, you know, she wants you to come in to help her with what she got going on, But with what you got going on, she ain't trying to be down with that. You know what I'm saying? Because she got her own world going on. So that's one of the things that I find common, you know, dating in Atlanta. You know, men have told me this, whether they commented. If you can see the comments in this video here, definitely check it out. You know, they're having issues finding a good woman. And then I hear from the women's perspective, they're having problems finding a good man. Now, another comment that was made in the video, what about the men? As I mentioned, I clearly stated issues with the men, but they were saying, what do men bring to the table? I'm telling you, King, you telling everybody in the world, you know what I'm saying, that's on the YouTube atmosphere, planet YouTube, that what, you know, you want from a woman, but what is it that women want from men? Like, what do men bring to the table? Now, now, for me personally, this is what I bring to the table. One, I'm going to bring protection, provision. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, encouragement, support, emotionally, physically, mentally, you know, and I'm a handyman. You know, I have my own tools. I didn't bring my tools up here, but I have a whole tool kit, a whole tool set. Every man needs to have a tool set. So, ladies, if you dating men, instead of you asking him all these questions about his finances and children and plans for the future, which he could be lying about all of that anyway, ask him, let me see your toolkit. Let me see, not his penis, but, you know, his tools, his toolbox. What does he have? Can he work with his hands? Because one of the issues that I'm finding, women are finding men who are too sensitive, men that are highly conceited, and they can't change a tire. I've been changing tires since I was 15 years old, probably 14. You know, changing tires, learning how to do it, doing it. I've helped women on side of the road with, you know what I'm saying, their tires if they were flat. Even guys, I pull up for guys as well. Hey, bro, you need some help? Because I've been in them shoes. So I'm just a special type of guy. I also talked about unicorns in this video. Unicorn meaning very rare, impossible. You're never going to find this type of person. I'm an actual real life unicorn. And one thing that I do realize and that I do love about being here in Atlanta is that it's what you make it. There are plenty of opportunities, whether you're here for business, whether you're here for pleasure, whether you're here for legal reasons or illegal reasons. There's abundance of opportunities. It's just a matter of what you want. Now, I'm going to tell you to do something positive and legal, and because you can get the money. There's money to be made out here. There's millions of people. Atlanta is one of the biggest growing cities in the country. A lot of the headquarters are moving here in Atlanta and surrounding areas of Atlanta because you live in the belt of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, which is like this big circle. I think it's 285, if I'm not mistaken. I know those who in Atlanta are going to correct me in the comments, but I just put a GPS and go. But if you're in the beltline of Atlanta, you're going to spend a lot of money. I actually live in the city of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? The house I live in is here in Atlanta. Where I'm renting a house, an apartment here, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I have my freedom. I go to work. I come home. I work out. So I have my regimen. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have a regimen, if you don't have plans, you be going left, right, up, down, all over the place because there's so much to do here in Atlanta. There's parties every day, Monday through Sunday, day parties, morning parties, night parties. So you can party like a rock star if you want to, but you have to focus on what your intentions are, because if you don't have your intentions and your plans locked in, you're going to get lost. That's just the nature of it here in the big city of Atlanta. Another thing I want to mention here, I'm riding 7 Kings, right? A lot of the comments, especially when it came to the women, why am I talking about women? Why am I talking down on women? If you know me, if you listen to the video, you know I'm not talking down on women. I love my black queens. I love my empresses. You know, I love my goddesses. You know, every black woman, you're a queen. To me, you're a queen. And so you have to know that. But just because I'm calling you a queen and you don't accept that, and you don't have that high self-worth of yourself, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make this video to be some sort of therapist. I just made this video to shed light on what's really happening in Atlanta. And so I'm running to a lot of women, and you know, I talk to guys as far as, you know, being sociable, but on a personal level, I talk to women. And so what I'm running across a lot of women who have issues that they're dealing with from their past and their present, which means their future going to be impacted as well. So ladies, if you've had a traumatic experience, and this is on a serious note, even though this is kind of like a comical video, it's supposed to make you laugh, but on a serious tip, there are roughly 65,000 black women missing right now, if I'm not mistaken, 2019. Actually, it has to be more than that because the article was from 2018, and I read one recently that's saying that there was 64,000 missing black women right now. Even though black people, we represent 12% of the population, 34% of those missing people are missing black women. So even though some guys may not see the value in you, there's some men who are willing to pay big money, thousands of dollars. I don't know how much it is. It could be three. I heard a number of $4,000 or $5,000 per woman that they can find. The younger, the better. So women, if you're dating here in Atlanta, be mindful, be careful. Don't just go to these guys' houses. Don't just jump in this car, meet in public places. Chill there. 'Cause a lot of these guys, they're going to get you drunk. They're going to get you high, whether it's weed, whether it's coke, heroin, whatever your drug is of choice. He's going to get you on it, and he's going to throw you in the trunk somewhere and take off. Matter of fact, just recently in, what city that was? I think that was Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. Mississippi, Alabama. A woman escaped jumping out her trunk because the guy robbed her, threw her in the trunk, took her purse, went to the ATM to get the debit card, used the debit card to go to the ATM, try to take the money out, and she was able to use the release in the trunk. Every trunk has a release. Ever since 2002 to 2003, by law, all car manufacturers have to put a release in the trunk that glows in the dark. So she's able to pull that release in her trunk, which she probably never been in her trunk before. I mean, literally in the trunk, and she was able to escape. So ladies, don't take it lightly. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you're dating in Atlanta, any big city, it can be a small city as well, but especially these big cities, these guys are very creative. They're coming from all over the world in these big cities, taking advantage, tying up our women and throwing them in trunks and shipping them off somewhere. Matter of fact, one dude from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, what's his name? Scrap, his little brother, just got arrested a couple weeks ago, actually, right after I got back from London. This year, I came back from London in September. This guy got arrested with his homeboy for kidnapping 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? So he's facing some serious prison time. If found guilty. So allegedly kidnapping 2 girls, 2 teenage girls, and driving them across, state lines. So definitely, I just want to make sure I put it out there because it's not a joke at all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm going to make a whole video just on how women can be careful while out there dating. You know what I'm saying? Even in my book, 7 Queens, I talked about how women need to be more strong. You know what I'm saying? They need to be more confident in themselves, have more courage to be able to one, discern the spirit of the guys they're dating. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of these men, they have issues from the past as well. So they bring that into the present and they inject you women with STDs. Not just sexually transmitted diseases, but sexually transmitted demons as well. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to put that out there. I'm going to make a video about it, maybe even a blog, because it seems like this is a growing epidemic. I was just at the Atlanta airport coming from Miami just the week before Thanksgiving weekend. Happy holidays, everybody, those who celebrate, whatever holidays you celebrate. But when I was at the airport, all I seen was sex trafficking ads. You know what I mean? So I'm like, wow, I know it's serious, but damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know what's going on. So I think a lot of these dating sites that I mentioned in this one, which was Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Christian Dating, and there's a few other ones. These sites are playgrounds for these kidnappers. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, because you're increasing the rate of meeting people. So obviously you're going to run across some crazier people, you know what I'm saying, much faster than you would regular way of meeting people out, with a cafe or library or park, church, school, whatever, at your job. But you online now, you're increasing the chances of meeting somebody that's you know what I'm saying, a psychopath. You feel what I'm saying? That's my little alarm letting me know that, hey, it's time to shut off this video. But I wanted to go over a couple other things as well. We're dealing with a different breed of women these days in 2019 going to 2020. It's a complete different breed of women. These women today have their own mind set up, which you should. They don't believe in being butt naked in the kitchen, so guys, get rid of that idea. You know what I'm saying? Women have their own concepts and perception of who they are, and they're not just going by what traditional men used to just force upon them. Now they got their own houses, as I mentioned, got their own cars, they got their own vision. They just need someone to help and support them, or someone they can, you know, lean on emotionally. Because women, I don't care how powerful you become, I don't care how confident, courageous, how rich and wealthy you are, you're still a woman, which means you still need that emotional support. You're still gonna need a man to hold you. You are gentle, you know what I'm saying? So even though I acknowledge and I encourage, you know, our women to be strong, but not totally independent. When you say you're completely independent, that means you don't need a man for nothing. A lot of these women are telling men they don't need you for nothing, especially in Atlanta. They'll floss their cars. If they know they got a better house than you, better car than you, make more money than you, they'll flaunt it in your face on a regular basis just to belittle you, because I guess now the tables have turned. Men have always been doing that to women, and now women are doing that to men. I'm seeing it here every day in Atlanta. If I didn't have all my things together, right? If I didn't have my own car, my own business, my own books. Oh yeah, I didn't even put my book up in the air. Let me just say this: you guys get 7 Types of Queen King Desire. You need to go ahead and get this book. And any woman that say you're a queen, you're a goddess, you're an empress, melanin popping, and all that good stuff, you ain't got this book here. You need to ask yourself why I don't have it. This is a compare and contrast of ancient queens with women of today. It's a must read, not just for women, but men as well. But all women worldwide need to get this book, especially our black queens. I'm going to give y'all one other look. Go to my website, KevinDorival.com. It's on the bottom, or follow me at Courage to Believe on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. But anyway, we're not dealing with the same type of women, and in the same token, we're not dealing with the same type of man. We are missing a biggest component when it comes to relationships, and it's one word. It starts with a C. It's commitment. People don't know how to commit to anything anymore, let alone keep their word. You know, I was just working on my third book before I got up to do this video. I was in my office working on my third book, The Winner in the Mirror, which comes out February 2020. And I was just going over this chapter, this section in the book regarding commitment, that we are lacking commitment in our relationships. Why are we missing and lacking so much commitment in our relationships? And I'll tell you why. We're missing that because our fathers and mothers they weren't committed to each other. So now you have the byproduct of two people who weren't committed to each other, and you have adult men such as myself. I'm 39, I'll be 40. Literally maybe 2 months from now. But I'm excited though. My last few days in my 30s. So hey, you know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? You have a completely different generation, a breed of people who aren't going by traditional values. You know what I'm saying? And what are traditional values? And what are your values anyway? So if you don't have any values, you're not gonna have any commitment. You're gonna have a hard time trusting people or even trusting yourself. You're not gonna commit to anything outside of things that are just about yourself. You know, you might commit, you know, to help benefit you, but when it comes to a commitment to your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, commitment to your neighbors or brothers and sisters, you're not going to do all that because you don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? This is a completely different generation. If we're going to change the future, we have to start with that trust and commitment, because without those two things, there is no such thing as relationships or successful relationships or marriage. There are all types of relationships. You know what I'm saying? There's very ill and dirty and ugly relationships as well. I was just on the phone with a girlfriend of mine back home. I haven't spoken to her like all year. You know what I'm saying? She's been trying to catch me the past few months. And so shout out to her. She knows she is. And we were just discussing, you know, relationships and how violent relationships have become. She had a good friend of hers in Darien Beach who just got killed by her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And that's in South Florida, Palm Beach County. And in Atlanta, I was telling her that I met a young woman when I first moved here in 2018, earlier part of 2018, you know, her cousin was killed by her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? It was killed by her boyfriend. She was pregnant, so the boyfriend killed her, the baby, and when the dad came to check up on the young lady, you know what I'm saying? The guy kills the father as well. And I'm like, damn, what is this? So we are obviously dealing with a different breed of people. So the dating of the 90s, early 2000s, those days are over with. You know, being a gentleman, being a lady. Yeah, you want to always be a gentleman lady, but you have to be mindful and highly um, using the spirit of discernment when you out here dating, because it's the one that's dangerous. You know, you might be lonely and it's cold. Right now, Atlanta is like 35 degrees right now. This morning it was like 30 degrees, 31 degrees. I mean, so it's pretty cold. You know what I mean? And so you want to have somebody to boo up with, you know what I'm saying, to cut up with. But at the same time, by doing that, you put yourself in jeopardy. You don't want to do that. Because by putting yourself in jeopardy, you know, especially if you're a mother, you end up being killed or harmed, and you don't make it home to your babies. So make sure the guy's a gentleman if you're dating in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? When I was saying dating in Atlanta is a zoo, not just for the men, but it's for the women as well, obviously. So I can't say that enough. Please be careful. You know, I got a few blogs on my website. You know, you check it out. Videos on YouTube, they lit. Check it out. You know, it's popping in Atlanta, and I love it here. You know, and I'm not trying to scare anybody coming into Atlanta, because dating it was crazy for me back and forth, a lot of it as well. And so I came here not just to find a queen, which is one of the main reasons why I came here, but I also moved to Atlanta because I wanted to take my books, my films to the next level. As you can see behind me, there are 2 books behind me. You have The Courage to Believe and 7 Types of Queens, you know. So now the Winning the Mirror coming up, and I'm working on 7 Types of Kings now. Now, to address another question someone had based on sex, Atlanta seems to have a lot of low vibrations. It is what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever crowd, whatever energy you want to have, Atlanta's gonna bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? They have it in abundance. So if you're looking for a good, positive vibe, conscious community, they got that too. Vegan community, they got that too. You want to hang with thugs, gangbangers, strippers, they have that too. You want to hang with drug dealers, entrepreneurs, they have that too. You know, so it's whatever you want, they have it in. It's here in abundance, literally. So you just have to make the best of it. So definitely come check it out. Check me out. I'm gonna have a few events coming up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have 2 book signings. One at the Shrine of Black Madonna coming up in February 1st, right before my birthday. Then I have another Black History event I'm doing. I was going to do it in January because Black History Month is every month, but I'm going to do it in February. But I'm going to talk about more things. My experience as an author, you know, writing these books, dating in Atlanta, dating in Florida, dating in London. So you can call me international, you know what I'm saying, dating expert, so to speak. But I'm more of a relationship, self-help type person, you know what I'm saying? So I address community issues. As you guys know, you might follow me my events that I have every year, the Black on Black Crime Solutions Panel, the chess program. So I'm just not some author writing books. I'm writing films as well. We got a short film. You can see the trailer on YouTube right now, 7 Types of Queens trailer. It's a romantic comedy. And I'm meeting some great people, making great connections. I didn't even say that. I just met Rashawn Ali from the Sister Circle, the host of the Sister Circle, just 2 days ago, Sunday night, you know, at the Pearl Fashion School, Modeling School, 50th anniversary. So shout out to them. I met, you know, as I mentioned, Mr. Kirk, Sheeta of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I've met a woman from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I met a basketball player, Lance. Can't remember his last name. Lance, he plays for the Lakers now. I met him at the mall. I've met quite a few celebrities here, you know what I'm saying? So definitely check out my new website, KevinDorival.com. I'm on the grind, looking for opportunities, and I love to come sit in a relationship panel, relationship radio shows, whatever the case may be. But definitely, you definitely want to check me out and put me on. And I just hope that we stop basing our relationships on sex. You know, in Atlanta, it's very sexually active here. It's cold here, so people are booed up. They're running through the snow trying to get some booty. You know what I'm saying? That was funny. But There's definitely something very interesting here. That my experiences here, I've had some good times, some bad times. It wasn't always clear and fun and big smile on my face, but I've definitely made the most of the opportunities presented to me, and I definitely don't want anybody to not pursue their dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because if you continue pushing forward in dating here, if you're looking for marriage, looking for love, you know what I'm saying? It's inevitable. You're gonna find it. You're gonna find that person. You just gotta go through the BS in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through the heartaches. Love comes with pain. So if you're not willing to sacrifice your time and energy, you're not gonna meet that person. I even completely put a pause on my projects just so I can find me a good woman, and that's where I'm at with it. So I'm King Kevin. I said enough. I'm gonna let y'all continue. With the comments. Please share this video. Check out my new website where it's updated, completely new. I did a whole photo shoot. There's blogs. There's new shopping cart. Check me out, King Kevin Dorival in the building. KevinDorival.com. Link in the bio. Please subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.